Chimurenga, Mweyayeru, Sagamusha, Unuya, Tina Musha, Tina Musha, Atifa, Uba, Pano, Shinofa, Mweyayeru, Sagamu, Shauno, Uyagamu, Shagamu, Shauno, Tina Mushaba, Tina Mushaba, Tino da Musha, Tino, Tina Musha, Sitara, Izio, una pena, una pena, Musha wacho, Shamusha wacho, Serunyara, Ambi, Vachazorora,
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Zimbabweans. Thank you so much for joining. We appreciate you. Welcome to your favorite program, Padare naMambo. Svosve. We are live on Zimai, live on Change Radio, YouTube Change Radio, Facebook, and we are also live on Change Radio itself. We welcome you all, fellow citizens. Today we saw the arrival of Dr. Tawanda Alexa Magaisa at the Harare International Airport. That's why we started with that somber song, that sad song. Our hero, the true hero of the people, Dr. Alex Magaisa, has arrived in Zimbabwe. His body was welcomed at the Harare International Airport by the chief champion, the champion-in-chief, Advocate Nelson Chamisa, today in Harare. Rest in power, Dr. Alex Magaisa. Leader Barbara, our hero, the hero of the people, Dr. Alex Magaisa.
Yes, thank you so much, Chief Svosve. How are you this evening in the UK? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Zimbabwe, from wherever you are. Yes, we come again today, Padare naMambo Svosve namzvare Babs. Ndakuzviisa neniwo Chief. Lingabe litshona njani mthwakazi omuhle lavuka latshona sesiphendukele njalo Change Radio, Zim I, Twitter, YouTube, we are all over. Sesiphendukile njalo. Yebo kambe siqalise ngengoma le ezwisa ubuhlungu phela silitshela ukuthi uDr Alex Magayisa usebuyile sefikile eZimbabwe. Sibone esiyathathwa e-airport ngumongameli we-CCC Advocate Nelson Chamisa. Anzi Chief anzi BSR, the big Saturday return. Yes, what a coincidence. Big Saturday read, but today it was a big Saturday return for Dr. Alex Magayisa. Save tinongoti mweya wavo ngaungorambe uchizorora murugare. Thank you so much. Over to you, Chief.
Yes, we want to thank Advocate Nelson Chamisa for representing all the citizens in Harare, and I know he's also going to attend the funeral in Chikomba, Chivu. We call upon all Zimbabweans, all citizens from all walks of life to throng Chikomba and give, a resounding farewell to our hero. These are the heroes. These are the people that deserve to be at the hero's acre. Not all these thieves that we are saying, thieves and murderers. And talking about murderers, as you see our lead story there, the story that we are running with is that of ED. We are going to discuss here how ED is using various poisons to eliminate political rivals in Zimbabwe. And obviously, he is taking this from the playbook of the Russians and the Chinese, in particular the Russians. Russia put on, they are well known for using poison, dangerous poison, toxic poisons to poison political rivals. And it happens so easily and so quickly that you won't even notice that this is what is happening. We have identified through our research a number of poisons that ED is using. There's one called dioxin and another one called ricin. If you research on all these, you see that these poisons were used by Putin and even the leaders before Putin in Russia to eliminate political rivals. And one of the most toxic ones is called thallium. Thallium. I think if you can, let me try to put that there, right there. So those are the poisons that are being used by Emmerson Mnangagwa to eliminate political rivals. And we have a lot of information leading to all this. I think we have seen warnings on social media, people talking about that. We also saw Apostle Chimurenga talking about this, talking about how Emmerson Mnangagwa is preparing to eliminate everyone who seems like a threat or everyone who is closer to President Chamisa, so that he disable the Triple C machine. And we don't even know who is safe. We don't even know whether even President Chamisa himself is safe. So Apostle Chimurenga was just warning, just like many other people. It's not only Apostle Chimurenga. We have talked about this. Last week, we were talking about the method that Emmerson Mnangagwa is using. And on that method, we talked about elimination. When it comes to elimination, Emmerson Mnangagwa is now resorting to poison. And at the end of the day, you hear that someone has died of natural causes, because that's what that poison does. It manifests, some of it kills you right away. It depends with the portions, with the amount that you would have been poisoned with. If it's put in small quantities, the experts say that it can last long. It can last 6 months or even years, depending on which poison has been used on you. So when it happens now, when it begins to take effect, you just hear that someone has collapsed, someone has died of a cardiac arrest, someone has died of food poisoning or something like that. And maybe there will not be any event that you would have attended that can alert people that this is what has happened. But it's something that is going on. It's something that is happening. We don't even know, even ourselves, whether we are still alive or not, or we are just dead moving animals, mazombi, takagadziriswa kudhara. So we continue to call upon people to be, to know your surroundings, the people that you are drinking beer with, the people that you are sharing food with, because Emerson Mnangagwa uses people that are closer to you, your relatives, your friends, your party colleagues. You don't even know who is who. So just be careful. Let's listen to this video from Apostle Chimurenga, and then we can hear what Leader Barbara say about that.
Intelligence and military operations. They are going to recruit
poisoning
way
as a method of elimination being used by Emerson Mnangagwa. I don't know if it is ready, but that is what is happening. He's using dioxin, ricin, and thallium poisons. All these originate from Russia, and they can just be put in your drink. They are colorless, they don't smell, so you won't even notice. Some say you don't even need to put the poison right in your food. Even just passing a hand over your food can poison that food. So that's how deadly, how dangerous this is. Esther, are you ready with the video?
Intelligence and military operations. They are going to recruit waiters and cooks from upmarket restaurants where political elite opposition members go and eat from. And you are going to walk into a restaurant and order food. And those people are going to have a list of targets. Whenever a politician enters their restaurant, they check on their list. If they see you are there, they poison you in your food. You don't suffer that day. You don't get sick that day. You are going to be fined for 3, 4, 5 months. And then you get sick. Within 2 months, you are dead. And this is what I said, why I said there is a dark cloud. And I was talking to some few people yesterday, and I said, there's a dark cloud hovering above us. And we need to pray for people who are instrumental in crying out for a change of things in our country, people who are asking the government to behave responsibly, people who are advocating for the preservation of life in Zimbabwe, political activists, journalists, and civic society activists. I want us to pray for them because we are likely going to lose one of the most instrumental persons in our country through these tactics and weird and very, very wicked strategies which they are using now. My advice to the so-called politicians, especially from the opposition, they should minimize their exposure to the public. They must reduce their frequency to go and eat from restaurants, especially in Zimbabwe. Because if you're on the target list, you are never going to know that you have been poisoned. And you are going to be said to have died of a natural cause. And for
Well, that's the chilling warning from Apostle Chimurenga, who is safe, Barbara, who is safe from ED.
Yes, thank you so much, Chief Svosve. No
You're on
one,
mute.
no, am I on mute? Hello?
She's not on mute. Can you hear me, Chief? Chief?
It's
Champion
speaking.
Barbara, I think Chief can't hear us
So for some
again.
reason, I'm not hearing Barbara.
I can hear you, Chief. Okay, thank you so much. Maybe before I come in, Chief, Let us greet our viewers and listeners. I have Bernard here, Hanzi Mambo Shoshe, Murisei, Ishmael Mwanyali, Hapinde Hake Mkomana, Evans Evaldo Chacha, Hanzi na Veronica Dzokora, mwene wazvo. Tasvikawo pano tete Barbara naMambo Shoshe, svika henyu kuonda kudai kuitya imi. Solomon Marange, and rest in peace. Teurai Rugonye, how are you people, Mambo Shoshe and all Zimbabweans? Anzi nawamsika wanu gamba redu rasvika kumusha aiwa tinopa kutenda kufambiswa zvakanaka. Anzi wow, big Saturday return BSR, yes. Anzi ED using dioxin, racin and thallium poisons to eliminate. Hanzi rest in peace Mr. Magaisa. Gogo wanata hanzi rest in peace Magaisa. No one is safe idika. Hanzi no one is safe at all. Opposition people are not safe at all. Hanzi the next one is their brainchild Alice Ace Lumumba, who exposed Queen Bee. Hanzi na Teurai Rugonya. I think it also depends if the poison discovers the is a disease in them and starts to get treatment. Look at how Watrangirai, he tried treatment, but it was already late. And what I don't understand is, does the ED people think they will not die at some point? Know their lives. This is so sad. Yeah, they think they cannot die. Did you hear Chief Kuti chairman? That chairman from Nyatsime, the ZANU-PF chairman that was traumatizing people at Mo Blessing Ali's funeral. He died. Did you hear that? He died. People, ZANU-PF, they think they cannot die. And imagine Lumumba and the amount of hero praising he did during the coup.
I don't know whether that has been confirmed. We're trying to confirm that.
Okay. But it's all over the social media. We'll confirm, yes, but I think it's true. Okay, thank you. Coming to issue poison, Chief. This is real, and our leaders, our leadership, or all the political activists, be it civil society, churches also, they are not spared, Chief. They should be very careful. ED is trying by all means to minimize or to kill the opposition, because they know 2023 people are going to vote in their numbers. So they will try by all means to eliminate. Remember the SMICE that we're talking about. The E on the SMICE is the elimination, and they use all tactics. You know, the abductions, they abduct, and sometimes they abduct and kill. They use they can use this poison. You know, they can use any, ZANU-PF can use any tactic as long as they are going to eliminate you, Chief. This reminds me of when we were at ZCTU, Chief. Isusu ku ZCTU tanga tisingadye chikafu chiya like even chero tikaenda kuhotel tanga tisingadye chikafu chiya chinouya chakabatwa mumaoko. One, we were not allowed to order room service. Room service, it was a no for room service. Yes, and then we will only eat if it's my group lunches. We will only eat if it was a buffet. So besides that, so people have to be very careful, Chief. People have to be very careful, even going to restaurant. I know in Harare, there are upcoming restaurants, nice restaurants where people go and eat, even politicians, they frequent those restaurants because they are nice. So, pane pakutozikana kuti restaurant ndokunodya biti, restaurant ndokunodya skala, restaurant ndokunodya chibaya. So that one, people should not have restaurants anonzi apa ndo panzvimbo pedu, even mabhawa chaiwo, they should not drink from one place, because you know ZANU-PF is capable of doing anything, Chief. They can do anything. They can kill for power. as long as it's going to make them retain power or remain in power, ZANU-PF can do anything. And they can also use people that you don't even suspect, Chief. Remember, issue structures that the Jonathan Moyo. The reason why they are crying out loud to CCC should have structures, party cinema structures. Why are they going to elections without structures? It's like they are giving President Chamisa advice. But do you know the reason why, Chief? Do you know the reason why they are pushing for structures? Chief?
I think Chief can't hear.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I was saying, do you know the reason why they are pushing for structures?
Yeah, I think Chief can't hear you, Champion Barbara.
Yes.
Okay. I think Chief can't hear you, Champion Barbara.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, okay. I wanted Chief to come in there on the issue of structures. Why they are saying we should have structures? Because they want to infiltrate. There's an echo, Stella.
And the Chief, I think one another device vari kushandisa kuti vanzwe zvamuri kutaura. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so and we have a problem. We have a very big problem here. So I was saying, Kuti, they want.
Barbara,
Yes.
let me suggest to Chief kuti vabude vadzoke just to fix this issue muchifanotaura.
Okay, okay.
I'm going to call him because I think I was kutinzwa.
Yes. Okay, so I was saying, Kuti, viewers and listeners, the reason why Jonathan Moyo is pushing for structures is because they want to infiltrate CCC. So if there are no structures, there is no one to infiltrate, because there is no one. You don't even know who is who in CCC. So the CCC belongs to the citizens. How can you infiltrate citizens, Chief? You can't infiltrate citizens. So this is the reason why they insist that CCC should have structures. They should go to Congress. They should have a constitution. Why are they worried? Yes, are you back, Chief?
Yes,
Chief,
yeah. No, there was something that was going on. I couldn't hear you, but I could hear Estella. Yeah, as you rightly put it, I've asked several times. I think I was on VOA when I was asked about what Jonathan Moyo is saying about pushing us to do structures, to have a constitution and all those kind of things. And I was asking kuti arikudei Jonathan Moyo panyama yehuku yemienzi, chamurwadza chi. And then I also gave an example of what Dr. Richard Morgan Tsvangirai, may his soul rest in peace. Barbara, what he used to say, that if you do something and you hear ZANU-PF, happy and celebrating, then you know that you have not made the right decision. But if you do something and you hear ZANU-PF crying foul, vachiyuwira, vachirwadziwa, vachipinda nebhutsu mugumbeze, then you know that you have made the right decision. President Chamisa is making all the right decisions, because at every turn after a major decision has been made, urukunzwa ZANU-PF ichiyuwira, ichishinyira, ichiita sei, obva waziva kuti mukomana ane plan. Vanenge vachiti mukomana haana plan, but ipapo ndopaari kuratidza kuti mukomana ane plan. Jonathan Moyo should just sit down and keep quiet and shut up, together with his ZANU-PF compatriots. We'll do things our way. We'll do the Congress when it is due, when it is supposed to be done. The people, the citizens themselves, they understand why we are saying no to structures. Everyone understands that. It's not about positions. It's not about structures. It's about the will of the people. It's about the dedication that we are seeing in people. And that is what is going to deliver a new great Zimbabwe. Saka ana Jonathan Moyo ngavambonyarara. But back
Yeah, it's true, Chief. Iwo structures acho amborine basa reiko. Structures atorina kana basa. Do you know kuti, Chief, inini here in the UK, I am a member of the Labour Party, but I'm not in any structure, but I am a member of the Labour Party. I've never seen a structure here. I've never seen people going kuma meetings, kuti there's a branch or what. I only joined the Labour Party. That's it. I'm a member. So I don't think, and I think when the champion in chief Nelson Chamisa decided that we are not going to have structures, we are not going to go to Congress, he's also clever, chief. He did his research, and I know there's I've forgotten which country where the president won without a political party. Which country is that, Chief? It was just him campaigning to the people, and then he won. Ndopakazotanga kugadzira government, and he appointed everyone from all facets of life. So it's nothing is impossible, Chief. I think titori right. Takatodaro neurong hwedu titori right.
Yes, Ukraine is one of those countries. You know, the current president of Ukraine, very, very resolute man. He has not been driven. He has refused to be driven away by the Russians. He was a DJ. You know, he just galvanized people, and after that, he formed a coalition. And what I just wanted to add to that is what President Chamisa is doing is revolutionary. It's something that people have never seen and maybe will never see again. 10, 20 years from now, people will be coming to start this political ideology, the new political ideology that is based on citizens, the citizenry ideology, where you say, the power and everything and the decision making is in the hands of the citizens. It has never been done before. It was being said, it was being talked about. You remember during the liberation struggle, people will be saying Amanja, Masimba Kuban, they were just saying it rhetorically, and I'm Gabi everywhere else, and Nelson Mandela. But the power was never given to the people. Now we are having, someone in the so-called opposition talking about giving power to the people and not waiting until he is in power, but doing it right now when we are still opposition. You have seen how powers have been devolved from leadership to the people making all the decisions, and people speaking and actually being listened to. That's one of the biggest thing that is that President Chamisa is introduced in his new political ideology, that he listens to the people and he urges his leaders, the people around him, to also listen to the people. And you see the people, the citizens, delivering victory in 2023, because it doesn't matter. They can have the guns, they can have the AK-47, they can have all the machinery and all the money that they have. But when you have the power of the people, you reign supreme. The reason why ZANU-PF won and even the ANC won was because they had the support of the people. It wasn't because they had superior weapons during our Chimurenga 2. No, they didn't have superior weapons. They had the support and the power of the people. People have power. We just don't realize it. We have so much power, folks, and we need to start exercising that power right now. And I know, Barbara, when I talked about Chimurenga, Vikelo, Chimurenga 2, I think something jogged in your mind about the next item on our discussion, Chimurenga 4.
Yes, Chief Chimurenga 4, but maybe we need to tell our viewers and listeners about Chimurenga 3. Maybe they might be wondering, kuti ko Chimurenga 3 yacho ndeipi? We all know Chimurenga 1, Chimurenga 2. Now we're at Chimurenga 4, and which one was Chimurenga 3? Chimurenga 3 was simply Hondo Yeminda yakaitika 2005. We cannot ignore that. We know that the land reform was not done properly, but the fact that a land was given to the people, although ZANU yakaita ugovu, ZANU, because it's greedy, it didn't carry out the process or the program very well. We are seeing a lot of people, they don't have land. The people that were given land, they are not utilizing the land as well. So the third Chimurenga, we can safely say it was not done properly. So we now at fourth Chimurenga, which was declared by President Nelson Chamisa to say we are in Chimurenga. And what is a Chimurenga? Chimurenga is a liberation war. It's the struggle. And whilst we declare Chimurenga, this Chimurenga is supposed to bring independence to Zimbabwe. Maybe we have to look at the causes of the first and second Chimurenga, Chief. Why did we have the first and second Chimurenga? If you look closely, those that did history, you recall that the issues that were there in first Chimurenga and second Chimurenga are also the same issues that we are facing today. The issues like the high taxes, police brutality, poor labor remuneration, confiscation of people, source of source of what? Of livelihood. So if we look at all these problems or issues, we can see, could even now, Chief, we are having the same problems. And the first and second Chimurenga, let's not forget, Kuti, it was started by the people. In as much as the labor movement was in the forefront, but it was started by the people. Yes, Alice, Bessie, Hansi, we are ready for Chimurenga 4. That's the spirit. We should be geared. We should be geared for this Chimurenga 4, because now the level of poverty, is beyond we can't even talk about poverty now. It's like poverty yachona ndo yatowanu. The people are living in abject poverty. Everyone, the nurses, the teachers, the doctors.
Okay, looks like
Citing issues of incapacitation, nurses citing issues of incapacitation, teachers are citing issues of incapacitation, the workers in the private sector are citing the issues of incapacitation, the companies are citing problems. There's no money. The bond note that is there it does no longer buy. All those issues, police brutality, chief, my forced disappearances. The school my fees hikes. We see the students are also demonstrating fees must fall. There are a lot. Petrol prices is up. The food commodities prices is up. People cannot afford to buy millimeter. They cannot even afford to buy meat, let alone a bread. I don't even know kuti vanhu vakawanda vakapedzisira kudya chingwa. Is this not cause for a Chimurenga, Chief? I think this is even worse than the problems that were there in the first Chimurenga. In the first Chimurenga, in as much as people were people were suffering, but I think the suffering was better, Chief, because I tested the Rhodesia life. The Rhodesia life, in as much as we were not allowed to go into the city center, kunana first uko kwangu singasvikwi, isusu taienda kuya kumachonyonyo uko kunana Harare B ndo kwataienda, but then still we could afford to eat meat every day. We could afford to buy bread. We could afford to buy milk. And the same milk, it will be delivered at our doorstep. If you buy milli milk 10 kg upwards, it will be delivered at your home. Everything was so easy. The accommodation issues are chief. People were given houses. They wanna rent to buy houses. And I can testify that even my dad, he has got a house that he got from the city council under the scheme, rent to buy. How many people in Zimbabwe right now have benefited from such schemes, Chief? No one. So I really can safely say that Smith was better than Mugabe. He was better than Mnangagwa. Even if people say, yeah, Morima puppets, I would rather be a puppet of someone who was feeding me than being
Yeah, it looks like Barbara is struggling with her network there. You might have to go out and come back again, Barbara. We could hardly hear your last words. Your last sentences. So yeah, definitely the struggle continues, and what we fought for, what the people fought for, like Barbara was saying, we haven't realized it. If you look at the taxes, one of the issues that made us rise back then in the 70s was the issue of taxes. But let me tell you what is happening right now. People are still paying taxes. Vanhu vari kubhadhara tax dzemombe kumusha uko. Inini ndikasvika kuhwedza, tete vangu vanotanga kutondibvunza kuti une chikwereti changu. Pane chikwereti chei? Zvandakabhadharira mombe dzako ndikakubhadharira newewo. People here do not know that there is people taxes in Zimbabwe, that people are paying taxes for cattle right now. I know most of you who are here, you do not know that. But in Nini, I remember that because every time I go home to vote, ndotosvika ndichitobvudzwa natete vangu kuti une chikwereti changu, imari onzwa $10. Ndakabhadhara egore rakapera, negore riya neregore rino ndakatobhadhara kudhara. $1. ZANU-PF is collecting taxes for people, if you didn't know. ZANU-PF is collecting taxes for cattle right now as we are speaking, but they don't build any deep tanks. They don't provide any chemicals for those deep tanks. They do not do anything. They are not doing anything for the people in the rural areas, but people are paying taxes. And those taxes are some of the things that we rose up in the 70s. So, Chatakarwira Chi, as you heard, I'm not even going to repeat what Barbara was saying, because she said it all in terms of the things that we fought for, that are still bothering us right now, that are still bedeviling us right now. The economy, the rights to all. There are no equal rights as we are speaking. The rights apply to certain people, a few people in Zimbabwe. Those are the people that are protected by the Constitution. They are even overprotected, because even when they steal, when they loot, when they murder people, they are protected by the law. But the majority of Zimbabweans are not protected by the law. They are not equal before the law. And those are things that we fought for in the 70s. So, as a reason to that, we are now, as declared by the chief champion, our commander-in-chief, Advocate Nelson Chamisa, we are now in Chimurenga 4. So Chimurenga 4 is what we are now fighting now. That's where you and me are. That's where the heroes that we'll be talking about, the likes of Dr. Magaisa, the likes of Dewa, the people that are being murdered, the people that are being killed by ZANU-PF. You can tell me anything that you want to tell me, but I'll tell you that Dewa was murdered by ZANU-PF, and a lot other people, that some people, our people, rush, to declare that they've died of natural causes. I don't like, and I'm not going to mention names, but I will say it. Do not rush to conclude that someone has died of natural causes simply because someone has planted it in social media, someone has said it. That's how ZANU-PF build narratives. And then everyone else begins to say he died of cardiac arrest, he died of heart attack. I was talking to a doctor. I think I'm going to call him right now and get him on the program so that he can explain these things that people can just rush to say cardiac arrest. But doctors, the specialists, they actually tell you, and they will tell you that those things don't just happen. But anyway, yeah, I don't want to go back there, but I'll try to get you a doctor here who can explain those things to you. We are talking about Chimurenga 4. We are now on Chimurenga 4. What are we supposed to do? Barbara, Chimurenga 4 is upon us.
Yes, yes, yes. Chief Chimurenga 4 is indeed upon us. And what are we supposed to do as a people? What are we supposed to do as citizens? You know, there's this hashtag that President Chamisa came up with, and the hashtag Faka Pressure. Faka Pressure is the hashtag that we are going to use, guys, everywhere. When you comment, kwamese kwamunoenda kumastreets uku kwamunoenda, isai pressure, isai pressure, isai pressure, isai pressure. Faka pressure, chief, faka pressure. If we don't faka pressure, chief, the Chimurenga will never, he will never, and he will never materialize. Mwana wacho haazvarwi, anongoramba ari mudumbu. Tinofanira kuisa nonzi kuinjuswa. Taapa stage yekuinjuswa. Nhumbu yakuda kuinjuswa kuti indozvarwa. Nhumbu yakuda kuinjuswa kuti indozvarwa. What are you doing for this struggle? What are you doing wherever you are? What are you doing for this struggle? If you can type there on the comment section, tell me, iwewe sedunga munhu, what are you doing? Desmond Mangwengwe, kuBotswana ikoko, what are you doing? Faka pressure, faka pressure, faka pressure. Isusu tiri diaspora. We have got nothing to fear, and we fear focal. We fear focal. We are in diaspora. We are protected. Let's say, let's talk. Hanzi ngatitaurei zvino zvazviri kunetsa vana veZimbabwe. Let's stand in for our brothers and sisters in Zimbabwe. Let's be the mouthpiece of people in Zimbabwe. Let's also and oil the struggle. Chief, nyaya resources, guys. Tikabvisa $dollar every month. You know, it will go a long way in sustaining the party CCC. It will go a long way. $10 chayo. If you say, I'm gonna take $10 from my salary. If you are in Botswana, you are in Zambia, you are in UK, you are in North America, you are in Australia, you are in China, you are in Belgium, you are in Sweden, you are in Norway, you are in Finland, you are everywhere. Wherever you are in Dubai, wherever you are, please make sure that you do something to this struggle. Leader Estella, nditsvagirei that video yaJosiah Tongogara. Ndoda kuti muone kuti the liberation struggle yemuZimbabwe yakarwira sei. Tongogara was saying kuti bhutsu idzi ndakadzitengerwa naNhingi, this bhurugwa randakapfeka iri rakabva kupi, this shirt yandakapfeka iyi yakabva kupi. The liberation struggle, chief, was oiled by the people in the diaspora. So musangoita keyboard warriors muchitaipa and we are doing nothing. Please, even if you are in Zimbabwe, visa dora rako, dora riende mu pocket CCC. It will go a long way. Remember 2023, we need t-shirts. 6 million t-shirts in 2023. Calculate kuti 6 million t-shirts anoita mari. We need posters, we need flyers, we need fuel. We need, we need a TV. Chief, we are going to have a TV inenge iri pa DSTV. We need money for that TV. We don't have money. So people, those that are watching me, we need money. Tiri kuda mari koko. Faka pressure muchiisa mari. Enough is enough. Let's do something. Zvokuti mubvunze kuti Chamisa ari kuitei, imimi muri kuitei. Stop asking Chamisa what he is doing. Iwewe, what are you doing right now? What are you doing? Yes, Chief. And the BP not okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so yeah, this is where we are for the Chimurenga guys. You have to play your part. You have to do what you have to do as a Zimbabwean, as a citizen. Barbara, can you just say I need to Just go ahead. Just go ahead. I need to do something.
Yes, thank you so much, Chief. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, our viewers and listeners, we are talking about fourth Chimurenga. Can you put even per comment section, Anzi na Mandla Simbane? That is so true. Yes, Mandla, uenzani kona ngapo, usuyenzeni for this. Anzi, fourth Chimurenga in Ndebele is umvogela. Umvukela owesine muri kuitei hanzi ini mutare inobhadharwa hanzi inobatirwa kupi kwamutare chipo vari kubvunza panapa hanzi kwamutare inobatirwa kupi guys. There are people that you should I think we should come up with an eco-cash number yekuzimbabwe anditi I think we next week, Chief, we are going to do business basa sebasa. We are going to bring eco-cash number. Yes, CCC kunenge kuchipinda mari from one vari kuZimbabwe, and we are going to pin my links. Estella, can you also pin the link here? We have a link that is a concurrent, is running continuous in the link. If you put money imomo link machona, it will be used for the day-to-day running of the party. Remember, even in 2023, we need to defend the votes, Chief. Over to you.
Yes. So you have to play your part, comrades. You have to play your part, fellow citizens. This is no longer a question of the party, a question of the leadership. Wenda zodai, chamisa zoitei, chamisa ganya. No. This is about you and me. You know, you have to do something yourself. You know, so that tomorrow you ask yourself, what did I do in this struggle? You know, as you will hear, when we finish this program, we are going to announce something that people here have been asking and are talking about, the online shop. The online shop is coming next week. We're going to launch it. Buy a t-shirt, not for your sake, not because you want to buy a t-shirt, not because you want to wear a t-shirt, but because it is the struggle. You are supporting the struggle. We have Change Radio. You know, ask how you can help. We are always providing a link for Change Radio so that you can support that program. We are not going to win this struggle without our own broadcasting. We are not going to win this struggle without our own broadcasting channels that talk about us, that talk about our programs, that talk about our own propaganda. We will not win. The reason why ZANU-PF, you know, is monopolizing ZBC and ZTV, it's because they know it's important. They know it's crucial. If it was not important, they would not be doing it. So why are you not supporting Change Radio today? Why are you not being part of the Change Champions? Why, when we put the link for Change Radio, nobody even donates anything? But we know where we are. People have been asking, start a radio station. The party started a radio station. Let's support it. $10, $20, $30, anything that you can. Even just buying or just sending a phone. Our journalists in Zimbabwe don't have phones. They don't have anything. Some of them read news without microphones, without headphones, without anything. But they are producing news for the people every day. And you hear some people from our party, Zimbabwean citizens, they'll be coming criticizing the quality of Change Radio. Hey, Wazodai, hey, Change Radio, Wazodai. We don't have a budget. We are running Change Radio with a budget of $500. And yet ZBC is run on a budget of $500,000. But we are doing the best that we can in the struggle with $500. If you can give Change Radio $1,000 a month, if we can have that budget of $1,000 a month, we'll be able to do more than you can ever dream of. But we are running Change Radio with a budget of $500, and we have about 14 people that we pay in Zimbabwe. Not pay, we give them data so that they can just go live and read news and Google so that they get the information they want. And we have over 60 people that are here in the diaspora that are just donating, that are just volunteering, doing work for the party, doing work for the radio station. And you can do that right on the comment section right now, that I want to support Change Radio. I want to be a volunteer at Change Radio, and see if we don't contact you and give you something to do, because There is always something to do in this struggle for everyone. This struggle is too big, is too wide. There is a lot that needs to be done. Tinokwana tese, kuna vamwe vanenge vachiti toda kudai so toda kuti tizoita izvi tega. That's fine, munogona kuzviita mega, but hazvikwanisike. That's why we're saying the door is open for anyone, for everyone who wants to help the party. There is a lot to be done, and there's more money that is needed. You do not need $1 million for you to win an election. You do not need $500,000 for you to win an election. You need $10 million for us to win this election. That's the budget that is there right now. I have the budget myself. The budget has been put out there. People know about it. But we want to group ourselves in a small corner and say, you will not get anywhere. This struggle is too hard, it's too big, it's too wide. It needs everyone. Let's come together, and those people that want to do something, let's open the doors. Those are President Chamisa Vakati, atidi ma gatekeepers. But we are seeing gatekeepers everywhere. Even gatekeepers. Even outside the party, we also have gatekeepers. Open up. And here we are opening up everything to everyone. If you want to be a change champion, you want to help change radio, you want to broadcast, you want to be a DJ, you want to do something for the country, for the party, for the struggle, there is something for you. Get in touch. And I always respond to everyone who come into my inbox. Half the people that are in Change Radio now, right now, they came through these programs and just say, Chief, I want to do something. I want to do this. And yeah, you're on board. But what we are saying is, this is for Chimurenga. You need to find something that you do. Let's not complain when people start calling us keyboard warriors, because if you are just talking and you're not doing anything, if you are doing something, then you don't get offended, because there are thousands, millions that just talk, that do not do anything, that do not contribute. I'm telling you because I know. I'm telling you from experience, even in this province, you know that there are people that will always contribute. There are people that will always do something when they're asked to do something. And then there are people that will never do anything. There are people that have never contributed a cent to this struggle. But yet GoFundMe's come and go. There are so many platforms where people are fundraising, call to act, other people, Change Radio, Diaspora Affairs, Diaspora Desk. So many people have come up with reasonable asks for money. But there are people here that have not donated even $10. Those are the people we are talking to. Those are the people we are appealing to. That let's come together. Let's not leave it to the third of the nation. Because if it was all Zimbabweans that were contributing $10 per person per month, I'm telling you, we'll be having $1 million a month. And we will not be worrying. And I'm telling you, with $1 million a month, this struggle will be so much lighter. This struggle will be completed as expeditiously as you never understand. Well, what stops struggles, the struggle from getting completed, you can say other things, but I'll tell you this. There is no struggle that will be fought and that will be won, that will be completed without resources. That's why Barbara was talking about people that were in the diaspora during the liberation struggle. Vanhu vaiendesa bhutsu, vanhu vaiendesa hembe, vanhu vaiendesa chii, mazinjombo aya aitumitirwa kuZimbabwe, vanhu vachipiwa. Those are the resources. And you are here now, you are in the diaspora. Find something that you can do. Send something home. A laptop. You're sitting with phones that you don't need in your house. You have them. But we have people vari kumaruzeva vari kuita program izvozvo. Programs ari kuitwa ese ari kuitwa nepati mugwazo. Vanhu vanofanira kunge vachinyora mazita evanhu, vachiisa data mafoni, vachiisa data pamafoni. They don't have phones. But you are sitting with 2 or 3 phones right now. Last year we ran a program where we were asking for old phones from people. I'm telling you, we got less than 50 phones from the entire diaspora. But I know you have phones that you have. So that's all we are saying, fellow citizens. Find something that you can do in this struggle. It doesn't have to be through Change Radio. It doesn't have to be through ZimI. It doesn't have to be through Chief Svosve. It can be through your own local community. You come from a constituency. You come from a district in Zimbabwe. You come from a branch. Go to those people, help them, even buying them regalia. They're struggling to get regalia. People are struggling to get regalia. If all people that are in the diaspora would just say, I'm buying my relatives regalia, then the party will be left with a few people to buy regalia. But you don't even buy your grandmother, your brother, your uncle, your nephew who is in Zimbabwe. You're not even buying them regalia. Yet regalia is everywhere. A t-shirt, an ordinary t-shirt in Zimbabwe is costing $5. Buy 10 t-shirts for your friends, for your relatives, and then you have already colored yellow that part of the village where you come from. If all of us do it, imagine the possibilities. Imagine the impact. That's what we need to do right now. Do something. President Chamisa has said that several times. Do something wherever you are. Do something. You know, being in England does not stop you from supporting the struggle. Being in New Zealand or in Australia or in the United States of America does not stop you from being an effective contributor to the struggle. You can do so much more right here where you are in the comfort of your home. You know, all you need to do is ask. But sometimes you don't even need to ask because, as I said, you come from somewhere. You come from a village. You come from a community. You come from a constituency. You come from a certain district. You know, get involved. Ask the people in your area, how can I help? I'm telling you, you make so much a difference. And the people in Zimbabwe are relying on us. This struggle, this fourth Chimurenga, is hinged on us, the people in the diaspora. You can say other things, but there is no way our comrades on the ground are going to win this struggle without our support. For people to come to the rallies, they need to be mobilized. You don't mobilize with nothing. You mobilize with money. You mobilize with phones. You mobilize with airtime. You mobilize with fuel. You know, all those are things that all of us here are capable of doing. So let's think about it. Let's try to do something and make sure that we are part of the fourth Chimurenga. You play your part. Ndimi mahiro acho kutouya pana apa kuzongoya kuzoteerera zvatiri kuita izvozvizvi. You are doing well. It's a good start. We thank you for that. Because kuna vamwe vanongomhanyira kunyaya dzana maititi akangodaiso pafacebook akaona pachitaura nyaya dzepolitics. I don't do politics. Handiite zvepolitics. You don't do politics, but sisi vakoko vari kubhadharwa nema-bond notes vachibhadhariswa ma-bills nema-US dollars. But you're busy saying, I don't do politics. When you go to Zimbabwe, uri kufamba ma-potholes, mota yako ichita ngechawira mugomba, uri kufamba mu-pothole. Wakuda unotora mari yako kubank, unonomira line pano nekoko. You don't do politics. But I'm sorry, politics is doing you right now. Politics does people that don't do politics more than it does, you know, those people that are in Zimbabwe. Politics is doing you. So you can say whatever you want to say. You can say you don't do politics, but you are being done, my friend. You are being done, my sister. Politics that. So we have no other way go, folks. Barbara, you back because if you don't stop me, I'll keep talking.
I'm here, Chief. You know, I was looking for that video. It inspires me. Video ya Tongogara. Estella, do you have that video? You know that video. I want them to see it, Chief. That video inspires me. Kuti vanhu vaone kuti the struggle yakarwiwa sei. Chief, you know, you rightfully said I don't think I can add to what you have said. Kuti people have to do something for this struggle. We have to oil this struggle. You know, you have to oil this struggle. If we don't oil this struggle, people don't ask us, Kuti, what happened? What happened? We need money. We need money. If I tell you, Chief Kuti, you know, you're talking about this Mugwazo thing. Do you know, Kuti, someone approached me and said, Champion Babs, we need fuel. the team that was going to Esgodinuko. Please help us. Even chero $20 chaiyo, chero $30. I had to. It's not kuti munayo mari, but I had to pump out $30. And please, ndikati please, tienda munotibatira basa, because I'm not there on the ground. So I have to be there in the pocket. Ivo vanhu vari pasi paground, isusu ngatipinde muhomwe dzedu. I'm doing something for Change Radio. I'm doing something for CCC Chip, but at the same time, I'm also contributing on social media. I'm trying by all means. It's not Kuti, you've got the resources. I don't have the resources. But I told myself, Kuti, I will not rest, Chief. I will try my best. In my constituency, Makoni South, I'm doing something. I'm working with the people in Makoni. Toda kubvisa munhu iyeye zano ariko ikoko. MP wezano toda kutomubvisa chief. So iwewe constituents kwako, what are you doing? Where you come from? Work with the people on the ground. Like you said, chief, could buy regalia. I did that, chief. I bought regalia for my family. 10 t-shirts, 10 caps, and I gave to my family. So
yes, that's what we need to do.
Yes, don't wait for my t-shirt emahara, because anobvepi mahara yachona hunge uinayo party inayo mari. CCC party does not have even a kobiri. Haina kobiri. The kobiri is going to come from the 6 million voters that are going to vote for President Nelson Chamisa. If one of us akaisa dollar, tinenge tiine mari. We'll be having more than enough, guys. We'll be having more than enough. Please. Faka pressure. And let's do our part. Let's do our bit. And you see, could everything will just sail smoothly. Iwo wariku ground kumusha vachirowa basa. You guys don't you appreciate what those people are doing? Now Job Scala is in jail. Honorable Stoll is in jail. Obed Masarauri is in jail. Those people are being persecuted because of us. They want to liberate Zimbabwe. Isusu, we are living lavishly. We don't even have anyone. Right now, we are talking like chief. Who is going to arrest us, chief? No one is going to arrest us because we are safe where we are. But we took it to ourselves, Chief Kuti. We have to do something. We have to do something for Zimbabwe. Now there's this cyber bill. There's cyber act. The people in Zimbabwe, they are no longer allowed to say some of the things, because vanosungwa. Isusu tosungwa nani? Hapana munhu anotisunga. So guys, let's do something. Fourth Chimurenga is all about action. Fourth Chimurenga is all about action. Wherever you are, please do something. Donate to Change Radio, donate to CCC, donate to your constituency. We even say you have to maybe to pay for polling agents. Tichadzoka kuti nechirongwa chema-polling agents. We have to see kuti all the polling agents are trained. Panoda mari ye-training, panoda mari ye-stationary, panoda mari ye-transport, because they will be coming from different places. Guys, mari yacho inobva kupi? Inobva kwauri, inobva kwandiri. Ini newe tine basa.
Yes, iweneni tine basa. Asante sani. Right, as we round up, Barbara, let's talk about the online shop, something that people here have been calling for and asking. I know you are very much involved in what is going on.
Yes, Chief, thank you so much. Our online shop is going to be launched on the 2nd of July 2022, and this is going to be virtual. We are going to share the link Zoom. I think people are free to attend that launch. We are inviting you. Come see our shop. People in the diaspora, you'll be able to buy your regalia. Buy your regalia in the comfort of your home. Wakagara zvako pasofa uchiona TV uchiorder t-shirt yako fanike yangu iyi yandakapfeka chief nehoodie yako yawakapfeka. You can get your regalia from Amazon, but tichazokuudzai kuti how do you get there. You are going to have maybe buy the regalia in the comfort of your homes, and is going to be delivered at your doorstep. munoda zvinhu zvakadini chief?
Yes, the online shop that you asked for is here, and the good thing is it's on Amazon. We have Amazon in UK, we have Amazon in USA, Canada, in South Africa, in Europe. We have Amazon everywhere. So we may not start at full capacity, but I can tell you that with what we have done, the work that has been done, the work that has been put on starting that shop, it wasn't easy. It was so cumbersome. There are people that spend hours and hours working on establishing the online shop at Amazon. Those who have online shops at Amazon, you know the requirements, you know the things that they require you to do. And it took us months when everyone was complaining, why are you not establishing an online shop? The logistics were very difficult to maneuver, because if you start an online shop here in America, then someone buys from Canada, someone buys from Germany, it was always going to be difficult. Even to deliver here in the USA, it's always difficult. So the logistics on delivering were the ones that were delaying us, until one volunteer, it took one volunteer whom we saw, whom we met here on this program, and he said, Chief, I can help you set up a shop at Amazon. And I said, really? Oh yeah, sure, please come on board. And they started working with the team, with other people that have been working on this online shop for the past year or so, because we should have started an online shop even when we were still back there, as a MDC. But it was not as easy as people might think. But now it's here. We'll not talk about that. We'll talk about the good things that are coming. We have quite a number of products. But as we go, you guys will be telling us what you want to see on that online shop, the kind of goods that you want to buy from there. We just both advised on what you were saying here and putting in the comment section. That's why I always say the comment section is important. That's why I always appreciate people who come to listen to these programs, because when you write, we see what you want and we appreciate that. And we put that into consideration whenever we do something. So the 2nd of July, put that in your diary. The time will come. There will be posters this week. There will be videos that will be directing you to where you will be. But obviously, we'll be live on Facebook. We'll be live on Change Radio. We'll be live on Zimai. We'll be on Twitter Spaces as well. We'll be on Instagram. We'll be everywhere. And people are working around the clock as we are speaking to make sure that we deliver a very memorable launch. So think about that, talk about that, tell that to your friends and relatives, and make sure you prepare to buy something on that day. That's also supporting the struggle. Barbara, your last words as we round up.
Yes, thank you. Maybe my last word is to read the comment section and maybe see if there are any comments. I know tinofanira kufamba nevanhu kachief. Hanzi ndiri kutsvaga vanhu vekwaMurewa, so we can work together.
Yeah, listen, yes, I saw that comment. Please inbox me, Cody. We have people that delivered regalia from North America to Murewa and Mutoko, led by our organizing secretary, Vamada Murozhimada. I don't know if he's here. They contributed money and they sent staff to Murewa and Mutoko area. So please get in touch with me, Cody, and I will direct you to that group that is doing that. And if you're doing something in your area, please let us know so that we can get people together. Those from Weza, please get in touch with me. Those from Makoni, get in touch with Barbara, because we are already doing something in Weza as we are speaking. We are helping our shadow MP there. Weza is in the hands of ZANU-PF. They rigged their way, but we're going to take it. We'll make sure we take it. So please, if you are somewhere, you're doing something, let us know. We'll get people to work with you. Barbara, you can go ahead.
Yes, I'm definitely working with Makoni South Shadow Minister Chief and zviri kufamba, but I need people from Makoni South vari kudiaspora, please ndibatewo. Estela isa nhamba dzangu. Makoni South, Makoni South, Makoni South. Makoni South kwarusape uko kuna Narukweza, kuna Mutunga Gore, kuna Nanyazura. Uyai tishande basa. We want to reclaim that constituency. It's in the hands of ZANU-PF, and we're gonna take it in 2023. So please, can you flag the comments, Estella? I want to. There's this one that I can see here. Anzina Desbond Mangwengwe. I appreciate all people who are working tirelessly for the CCC party. You are great. I wish and desire for everybody who support this party to be busy in everything which you can manage. It may be financial, mobilize other individuals who are still brainwashed by the ZANU-PF regime, teaching people who don't understand the aim of the party and its importance to the nation of Zimbabwe. So everyone must work hard for the fourth Chimurenga. Hanzi pakuchengetedzwa mavotes, guys, let's start kuronga now. Yes, Modi, it's true. Let's start now because you cry foul, And it Anzi Barbara Musa Kwidza, BP, we are there for the party. We will work hard for the party. Tipei party tisingaisa patingaisa mari yachona. Estella, pane vanhu vari kuda link, give them link. Desmond Mangwengwe, where are you based? Are you based in Zim, South Africa, or what? Hanzi na love Gotora Kiki BP inokwira sure. Like me, I become very emotional panyaya idzodzi. Hanzi #faka pressure. Ukasaita emotional panyaya dzakadai, vana veZimbabwe vachiuraiwa kunge mapete, kuuraiwa. You know, recently there's this boy wekwatsodzo what's the name of the school, by the way, Estelle? Ndekwatsodzo handiti St. Matthias atsodzo akauraiwa Livingstone. You know, since December, the boy has been missing since December. He was only found, was it yesterday or on Friday, on Thursday, and he was dead. You know, he was murdered. The schools are no longer safe, bars are no longer safe, you know, buses are no longer safe. You everywhere. Homes are no longer safe. The streets are no longer safe. And do you know what, Chief? If a country is being run by a terrorist, by a murderer, you know, people seem not to value the lives of the people. You know, people wakungouraya willy-nilly because they know that they won't even get away with that murder. Apana noasunga because of corruption. People are stealing. No one is being arrested. So Zimbabwe is in a mess. We have to finish this 2023. We have to do something. We have to usher a new government that will be led by Advocate Nelson Chamisa. Thank you so much.
Hanzi inonzi tsonzo. Chikoro chamai muchitsvaga chiye chinonzi tsonzo.
St. Matthias, yes. That's thank you so much, Alice Hanzi Besise. Thank you so much. Estella, we didn't find that video.
Ndaiwana, rega ndikuitirei.
Yes, thank you so much. Can you play it so that they can see? Kuti Tongogara, you know, some of you were not born when Tongogara was fighting for the liberation struggle. You can see kuti panga paine character. We lost a hero there. If Tongogara was not killed, Zimbabwe could be in the safe hands, guys. So let's protect and preserve our leadership.
I want to some of us are fighting for is to see that this oppressive system is crushed. We don't care whether, I don't even care whether I would be part of the of the of, of the top echelon in the room. I'm not worried, but I'm dying to see a change that in the system. That's all. That's all. I would like to see the young people enjoying together, black, white, enjoying together. In a new Zimbabwe. That's all. Look, we have clothes, food, everything. It's coming from the progressive organizations in Britain and in America and in Sweden. All over the world. This shoe, I never bought it. Never bought it. Never paid a penny out of it. This is, I think, from Sweden. If I didn't have it, how would I walk? Would I fight? I wouldn't fight. So the man who is fighting in Zimbabwe more than Zimbabwe is the one who contributed to this shoe. I'm able to plan because I'm putting on a jacket, on a trousers. And who is giving me this? The people in Britain, the people in America.
But what about the whites inside Rhodesia? Have you done anything to give them any confidence in ZANU or in their own futures come to that?
This is the problem which is really facing us at the moment. And we have always appealed all our friends, all our allies who would like to see this armed struggle succeed, to really transmit the message to those people inside the country, whites. They must understand what we are fighting for and what we stand for.
But it's what the guerrillas stand for that frightens the whites quite as much as the fear of being killed. They feel their prosperity is threatened by a doctrinaire Marxist dictatorship.
What would things be like in terms of ownership of cars, of all the other sophisticated bits of equipment that many Rhodesians, black and white, already do have? Or are they going to all be part of this collective enterprise?
Now, what you are trying to say to me, or what you're trying to suggest to me, what has been suggested to us over and over again, is that this idea of socialism will not work. In other words, we are being persuaded to get stuck with capitalism. Now, is it not common sense that when we fight to liberate the country and want to introduce a new system, we should look for a system which is different from capitalism?
There is an expression in England, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. And I wonder if you look around Europe or Africa, whether you really believe that it's the socialist countries that are more efficient and happier.
I'm absolutely convinced that I would be happier in a socialist country.
How can you be certain that whatever government you set up won't eventually become oppressive, won't be the sort of society where people are frightened of speaking out, frightened of doing anything without looking over their shoulder?
We do not want to create a socio-legal order in the country in which people are petrified, in which people go to bed having barricaded their doors and their windows because someone belonging to the special branch of the police will break into their houses. This is what we've been fighting against. Every one of us has been in jail 10 years, 14 years. I myself 9 without trial. Every one of us has had to live scared of the police. How on earth could we create a society which is exactly like that? We don't want it. We are fed up of it. And this is why we are in this revolution for as long as it's necessary to abolish this system.
Wow, wow, wow. I think Mazvinzwira, Hanzi, the liberation war would not be won if the people in Britain, the people in America, we had not resolved the struggle. Mazvinzwira Mega, it was there. The first Chimurenga was oiled by the people in the diaspora. The second Chimurenga was oiled by the people in the diaspora. The fourth Chimurenga is going to be oiled by the people in the diaspora. Viewers and listeners, it was good having you. Thank you for joining us. Let's meet again next week as we continue with our fourth Chimurenga until we attain independence in Zimbabwe. Hashtag Faka Pressure. Signing out is Comrade Babs. Over to you, Chief.
Well. Thank you, Comrade Babs, Champion Babs, Leader Babs. we can go on and on, but we want to thank you, folks, for joining in. But important, the biggest takeaway from these programs is that you must get involved. You have to do something. Find something that you do at your own level. As I said before, you can talk to the people in your homestead. You can start from your very own people, buy them regalia, get them to go and register to vote, send them $100. It's more than enough for them to jump in a bus or a combi for them to go and register. So $100 is more than enough for that. Buy them regalia. You want them to get involved, and above all, give them information. Make sure you're posting, inciting information on your community group, on your family group. Talk about what is going on, and let them know that what is going on in Zimbabwe is not the way things should be. Find a way of convincing them. I know it's difficult. Tinana tete, tinana sekuru, tinana mbuya, tinema uncles, vakakurira muhondo, vakakurira muzanu-PF. But if you talk to them, if you tell them, if you break it down for them, kutarisa imone hamuna mari yekuenda kuchipatara. Kuchipatara kwenyu hakutorina mushonga. Vana vechikora ava tarisa imone vari kubhadhara school fees nema-US dollars. But imimi hamutambire ma-US dollars. Vari kubhadhara ma-bills nema-US dollars. Uku mapiwa 40 bond note, mapiwa 50 bond note. Saka izvozvo zvinizvozvo ndo zvinogadziriswa nekuenda kunonyoresa kuvhota, nekusapota musangano unoda vanhu triple C, yero, tovadzidzisa nezveyero. Vamwe vachiri kutofunga nezvezvitsvuku ipapapa. Tete vangu musha uku vamwe vasingatombozviziva kuti kwane yero. Vaitoti ko yero yaita chii pandakavatengera ma-t-shirt. Zvakanzi asi makavhura imwe pati. Ndikati hatina kuvhura imwe pati. Takati but iriko yacho ndiyoyo yacho yavachamisa iyoyo, asi yava yeyero. Vanga vasingazvizivi. And this is my own aunt. So I know there are a lot of people like that. So word of mouth is also very powerful, and word of mouth comes from you. And lastly, find a fundraiser, find a project, whether it's Change Radio, it's ZimEye, it's a call to act program, or it's an MP who is looking for resources. Right now, tane zvemugwazo, chikutaura nenyaya yemugwazo kana nguva yacho yakwana, so that you begin to support your party, the struggle at a district level. Takushanda kuma-districts manja, tabva kuma-constituents kwatanga tiri kuya patanga tiri kuma-by elections, takushanda tiri kuma-districts. So you can support at district level, you can support at cluster level in your home area. And the people that are working in these programs do not even require much. All they need is fuel. All they need is airtime, so that they can communicate, so that they can drive to all the rural areas. So please, whatever it is, however you want to do it, wherever you are, just find something to do. Do something. Like President Chamisa said, do something. Faka pressure. Faka pressure. Faka pressure. Folks, we'll talk again. We'll meet again in other programs. We'll be back here tomorrow. But for now, we say, God bless you. Thank you for all you're doing in the struggle. Thank you for being here. And thank you for the support. We appreciate you. We know that this struggle is being funded by Zimbabweans in the diaspora. And you are the Zimbabweans in the diaspora. And for that, we are grateful. Let's keep doing that. Those who haven't started, this is the right time for you to start supporting this struggle. Estela, thank you so much for what you're doing in the background. You are good at your work. We appreciate you. Thank you. God bless you.